This is video 1-9, and in this lesson we're studying area formulas, which is something that you learned in elementary school. And a lot of you on Tuesday were saying that to find the perimeter you take length times width. And you were wrong about that, but that is correct for finding area. So length times width is the way that you find the area of a rectangle or even a square. So you'd see it area equals length times width. They'll use a lowercase l so that you don't confuse it with a 1. That's length times width. And notice how the L and the W are right next door to each other. That's a way in algebra to tell you to multiply. Another way you might see it is area equals base times height. Okay, and the base is usually the bottom. For instance, on number 1, this would be the base, and the 7 meters would be the height. Now, these shapes that we're talking about are rectangles and squares. There's a different formula for other shapes like triangles. So for numbers 1, 2, and 3, find the area of each rectangle. You just take the length times the width. 9 times 7 is 63. One thing you have to be sure you do is label it correctly. If you take meters times meters, that's equal to meters to the second power. And in measurement, we say square meters. There's always going to be the little 2 because that's 2 m's that you're multiplying together. So it would label like this, m to the second power. I'm going to be checking for labels when I check your notes. Number 2, 15 times 24. I'm going to let you work that one on your own. Make sure that you label it square meters. 10 times 4. That's 10 feet times 4 feet. That gives you 40 square feet. I skip number 2. You do not skip number 2. You need to be sure to calculate that in your notes. Number 4, they did not give you a shape to look at, so you have to draw one. Find the area of a rectangle with the length of 35 inches and a width of 21. Here's your rectangle. 35 is the length. 21 is the width. Your answer is going to be square inches. You are going to do that one on your own. So far you're doing number 2 on your own and number 4 on your own. Okay, number 5, 6, and 7, those are all 3 squares. And the formula for area of a square looks a little bit different, but it means the same thing. Area equals S squared. Remember we said S means the length of a side, okay, and squared means you take it times itself twice, like we did the m's here. So that's side times side. In this case, 8 times 8 is 64. Label it correctly, square feet, just like that. Which is the same thing as length times width. It's just that those two numbers are the same. Number 6, area equals side squared. Okay, so that's just going to be 2 times 2, which is 4 square centimeters. Okay, now you do number 7 on your own. So you are doing number 2 on your own, number 7 on your own, number 4 on your own. Okay, number 8. What is the area of a square with a side length of 21 yards? They only tell you the length of one side, but really they're telling you the length of all the sides because it's a square. All the sides are 21. 21 yards. So how do we find the area? 21 times 21. Okay, you do the math on that one. I'll be checking number 8 to see that you have that answer. Number 10, 11, and 12. I'm only going to show you on one, and then you're going to do 11 and 12 on your own. So watch very carefully. On number 10, we're only going to find the area of the shaded part. And when you do that, you find the area of the whole thing. Just pretend that it's one solid square of the outside. So 10 times 10. We shouldn't have to write this out. We know what that is. It's 100 square centimeters. Okay? Now we want to get rid of this part here. Like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's find out the area of that piece inside. That's 4 by 3. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. And that's what we're going to remove from the 100. So 100 minus 12 is 88 square centimeters. So you find the area of the whole square and you subtract the area of the white part. Now it's your turn to do 11 and 12. Pause the video so you can do that. Okay, number 13. How many square feet of carpeting should the Crofts buy? Okay, carpeting is one way that they ask for area without telling you that they want to find the area. Square feet is the label. That's another sneaky way of asking for area. The Crofts are covering the floor in their living room and in their bedroom with carpeting. The living room is 16 feet long and 12 feet wide. The bedroom is a square with 10 feet on each side. How many square feet of carpeting should the Crofts buy? So here's the living room, 16 by 12. And then the bedroom is a square. So it's 10 by 10. Okay, so you're going to find the area of the living room and the area of the bedroom, and you're going to add those together. Okay, the bedroom is 10 times 10. That's 100. And then 16 times 12 for the living room. That's 192. So 100 plus 192 is equal to 292, and this is square feet. Okay, you should practice saying that, square feet. How can I delete this? Okay, number 14. The diagram shows a park's lawn with a sandy playground in the corner. If a bag of fertilizer feeds 5,000 square feet of lawn, how many bags of fertilizer are needed to feed the lawn area of the park? Okay, the fertilizer is plant food, and when you put down fertilizer, you scatter it everywhere. You spread it out, and that's another sneaky way of asking for area. And also, it has this word here, square feet. So nowhere in this question is it asking what is the area. You have to read these keywords. So let's find the area of the whole thing. 150 times 150. You do that. And then you're going to subtract the area of this white part here. Okay, this is a sandy playground. You don't need fertilizer in the sand. So you're going to do 50 times 50 for that. Okay, I can do that one in my head. 5 times 5 is 25, and then there's 2 zeros. Okay, so this is how much you're not going to fertilize. So find out how much the area of the whole park is, and then subtract the sandy area, which was 2,500 square feet. Okay, I will be checking number 14, and I'll be checking 12, 11, 8, 7, 4, and 2 to see if you have those. Bye.